Hi, and welcome to CryptoBiography. I'm your host, Brandon Starr. This is episode 440 of CryptoBiography, and it's part 5 of Vampire Republic. And here we go. Duncan asked for a house meeting the next day. It was Monday, so he had to wait until nearly dinner before he could meet with everyone. I saw someone outside my window the other night, he explained. I don't know how they got up to my window, but someone was staring in. Please keep your drapes closed. But I don't think you're in any real danger. I think this guy's after me. I'm wondering if I can borrow some phones tonight. I believe I know who it is, and I'm going to confront him, but I want video of it. His roommates seemed nonplussed. Have you reported this to the police? One of them, Juan, asked. To campus security. They know about it. Isn't there a better way? Not that I can think of. I think this guy just has time on his hands and is going to cause problems unless I confront him. It took a bit more doing, but Duncan ended up borrowing 3 phones. 2 were old phones that had been replaced, and 1 was the roommate's current phone, which Duncan said he would be extra careful with. He spent that night charging up the phones and practicing with their video capabilities. Most of them could in fact record video for a good long time. He didn't sleep well, and he missed his Tuesday classes, but he prepared for that night. The phone's video recording was the point, so he confirmed what they could do, and they could all record for a good long time without stopping. He turned all their sounds off, and made it so that he could set them to record with no lights at all showing, even the screen. He went to the same grove of trees where the attack had happened. No one walked through the trees, so it was completely quiet. The sun was just going down, but there was plenty of light for now. He set the borrowed phones to record and placed them around the small open area, in the least conspicuous places he could find. He even covered them up, partly, with leaves and other detritus. His friend's current personal phone got the spot that was the best hidden of all. He went back home. He texted Vanessa with his own phone, the only one he still had, and let her know his plan. She called him right back. Are you nuts? She asked. You'll get killed. That's why I'm letting you know. If I die or disappear, you can find the phones and use those phones to let people know what's really going on. This creep isn't going to let me go, so I'm going to try to take him down with me. I'm still going to fight him. It's not like I'm going to let him attack me. But if I fail, at least there will be proof of what's happening. Criminy. Well, now I'm going to be awake all night worrying. So if you survive, please let me know as soon as you can, okay? Okay. Don't go outside tonight. Not for me. Not at all. Fine, she said, sounding unhappy about it. They said a quick goodbye, and he continued his work. He wrote a sign and taped it to his window, facing out. It read, Meet me where you attacked that girl the other night. I'll be waiting. Then he took his backpack and headed out back towards the stand of trees. He was as prepared as he could be. Would the vampire come soon to check on his window? Would he come at all? Would he come late, after midnight, forcing him to spend the night in the cold? He was bundled up, and his neck was completely covered with a scarf, which he had to admit was more of a psychological armor than anything that would stop a real attack. His back was against the largest tree. He hoped not to be taken by surprise, and at least one angle of attack was covered. He knew that an attack from above was a possibility, but he still felt the tree was helpful in that regard, at least a little. His ears were cold, for although he was otherwise warm by his clothing, and he had a cap that could roll over his ears, he wanted to be able to hear noises perfectly. He held sharpened wooden stakes in his hands, partly in his jacket pockets for warmth, and he had garlic strung around his neck under his jacket. He had no idea if any of this would do anything, but he would try. And that's the episode for this week. It's a little shorter than I was expecting, and it was sort of a transitional bit here, so sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to write, and therefore a little less gets written. This is still a little shorter than I like to actually put out as an episode, but I'm when one does one's best. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions about this episode or previous episodes, cryptobiography@gmail.com, or hit us up on Facebook or Blue Sky. And thanks for listening. Words and music, copyright 2025, Brandon Starr, all rights reserved. Characters and events are fictional, fictionalized, or satirical.